intentions to serve as a vessel for divinity's will. We're going to start with angel messages to see what's up. Calling on your angels, your spirit guides. I felt like breathing. I felt like I'm like, okay, let's relax. It's okay to take a break. Everything is gonna work out. Trust. Good fortune. No wonder why. Honey, all you have to do is get a little relax. Okay, so we have 1331, advice, comfort, major change, individuality, and independence. Have faith in your skills and talents as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on the way. Everything will work out in your favor. I'm so happy for you. I right away heard expect the unexpected. There are surprises and gifts from the angels are coming. More trees. Taking chances. Success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, and optimism. When changes present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary, whether in your professional or personal life. You will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in the chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. I noticed that what these two messages have in common is this energy of taking a leap of faith, taking a leap of faith and then trusting and having faith on your own abilities. Okay, one more. 9999. Let's see. Lessons learned, culmination, results, benefits, reflection, and contemplation. Stay stuck on your accomplishments and how you arrive at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of the heaven have your back. You made it. And the reward goes to you. So we have the energy of closing cycles. And now, some of you might be going through it still. Remember that I read energy. And so sometimes, when we are going through the clearing and the purging, we cannot see that it is because we did it. And so, based on my personal experience, every time I have closed cycle, learn a lesson, I go through it and then I go through integration. So give yourself grace, okay? We're going to choose the Mystical Wisdom Oracle. I have not used this oracle in a while, and so I'm very excited. Thank you guys for being here. Cheer up. Live in the moment. Your angels, your guides are asking you to celebrate the changes, the growth, even the moments when you go and you have gone through lots of discomfort, because at the end of the day, you are learning lessons and the wisdom will provide for you in the future or near future. We have knowledge, okay? Seek knowledge. So if some of you are feeling guided to go deeper within your studies or to study something, well, follow your heart, because there's an energy here of skills and talents, okay? Being optimistic. And then we have knowledge 3 times, the word knowledge. And so continue expanding, continue growing, because that's what we came here for. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. So I feel like I just feel like I have to take deep breaths. I feel that I'm going through a release, an energetic release, and now like, oh my God, I am finding myself feeling like nostalgic. I'm excited. I'm a little lost, or what we refer are lost, but it's more about dealing with the unknown, with uncertainty. I'm feeling like you are aware that things are changing, right? That things have changed. And believe it or not, I feel that you're ready for something new. Sometimes we're like, no, I don't want anything, blah, blah. We just want to hide, and we do all of the, we complain about the boo-boos, the emotional boo-boos and all kind of boo-boos. And then we're like, okay, well, life goes on, and we heal and we integrate, and then we get ready again. It's just it's just the human experience in true. And so your guys, your angels are saying, you know what? Continue on your journey in life. Remember that it is not about perfection. It's about you gaining wisdom. And we can only gain wisdom through experience. However, there is a divine timing to everything. And in life, we go through cycles. And so I wish I knew that before, because I was carrying a lot of guilt about that. Why did I not woke up earlier in my life? So I would have saved myself making mistakes. However, I'm so grateful, right? Because who I am today have brought me here. And I feel very proud of where I'm at today, because I have been devoted, and I continue to walk in devotion to be at service, and I've been putting the work. So what I can tell you, right? I don't know you. I don't know your life. I don't know where you are in your life cycle. However, don't take things too hard. Give yourself grace and say, in what cycle am I right now? Life is a journey. You are on a spiritual quest. We are experiencing the human experience, right? That's a initiation as a human, like a tree is having an experience as a tree is initiation too. We have a lot of spiritual people using fancy vocabulary and creating new narratives. However, you know what? Everything is spiritual and everything is God. Show me where there's no God, right? Everything is a manifestation of divinity. It's a vessel. Everything is energy. Everything is vibrating. And so when you understand that, just like Mother Nature, as we are nature, we're going through cycles, then you start to understand there are cycles in your life where you're going to just mess up. And then there comes a time where you're like, okay, wait, right? It's time to do something differently. And so what I'm feeling here, right, is that divinity, divine mother, father, Mother Nature, your guides, your loved ones, your ancestors are saying, cheer up and learn to be more flexible, be adaptable, seek knowledge, follow your intuition, follow your passion. I know a lot of people struggle with, well, what do you mean? Follow my intuition? I don't know. Okay, your intuition is going to be very, 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 very settled. It's going to haunt you, though. It's like, I know I have to get this done. And you're like, no, I don't want it. It's like, you don't want to take a look. You need to make this phone call, right? And then you're like, no, I don't want it. We do that. And so our intuition also feels like excitement. Oh my goodness, I feel passionate about taking this step. And then also your intuition feels like it can feel challenging, okay? What I mean is that your intuition most of the time is settled. It can come very strong. Sometimes it's about, something, you know it, you feel it. Your body is telling you, this is not for me, or this is for me. And so just to share a little bit of my experience, right? during my journey, I questioned my intuition, and oh my God, all of the time I was just making the right moves. Then I was like, I'm having trouble with accepting that I'm so connected to my intuition, but I was just, it was my intellect. It's our logical mind, right? The ego was an explanation for this and that, and it just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I want to know. I want to know. And so intuition is just, you have to cultivate a relationship, right, with your intuition. And part of the journey of a spiritual awakening is to reconcile with that aspect of us, right? So we're gonna move forward, and we're gonna utilize the top tarot, which is very powerful. If you're seeking to learn and channel real, like for real, like alchemy, tarot, like a spiritual alchemy, astrology, like, go with it. Get yourself taught tarot. It's so powerful. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. Okay, yeah, and let me show you a card. Five of Swords. We have the energy of Venus. Venus. Then we have another five, the Five of Wands. We have Leo. I mean, this energy is saying change is here. Change is the only way. Change is inevitable. Okay? You are clearing the way. However, when we are clearing the way, we're feeling very uncomfortable. We're feeling exposed. And it's just like, oh my God, where do I belong? Okay? So, feminine and masculine, right? Working together here. Completion. Closing a cycle. More Venus, and then we have Aries. So this is masculine and feminine finding a level of union, in healthy union. Okay, they're never separated. If your masculine is messed up, your feminine is also messed up, and so we are readjusting. We're learning to. We're meant to merge in the heart and in our third eye, in the above and the below, right? And then we channel into the world through our cries, both of them. And so, be proactive, cheer up, get excited about change, shift your perception, your perspective of how things need to be. There's something about releasing the clinging to the ideas, right? These ideas we have, that life needs to be like this and like that, and I am looking at myself and somebody else's life and it's not matching, and so now I feel like there's something wrong with me. No, this is about your own journey, your own cycles. This is about you reconnecting with your feminine and masculine and finding what works for you. This is about self-discovery, reconciling different aspects of you, right? Inner child, inner teenager, feminine and masculine. This is about you healing your relationship with life and learning to be more adaptable, more flexible. This is about you expanding in your skills and your talents, and then manifesting the life that it works just for you, and releasing the burdens that, oh my God, what is my family gonna say? Oh my God, what are people gonna think? This is about reevaluating what works for you. What is it that you truly, truly, truly desire? And only then, when we go through the journey of healing, right, and we get into a point where, like, we have clear a pretty good level of density from our mental body, physical body, emotional body, spiritual body, then we can then start to see clear. All right, and then we can hear that the message that is living inside our Christ heart. A lot of times, because of the ego, right, and the programmings and conditionings are the filters, how we are perceiving life, right, is very very black and white. It's clouded by unconscious trash And so we get so confused in life. However, that's part of the journey. Now, you are going through a process where you're clearing your unconscious and you're becoming aware of the things that do work for you and the things that does not work for you. You're learning more about you as you unpack yourself from childhood trauma and expectations on society and family, and removing traditions that are not in alignment with the truth of your spirit. Then you start to see things more clearly. Okay, cool. Let me see Archangel message, and then we're just gonna let it be. This is a beautiful energy. Honor where you at. Things are working out. Find a way to channel your creativity. Get excited. Be optimistic. Continue your growth, your expansion. Seek for the correct information. Be optimistic. You're learning lessons. You're integrating, and you have the energy of good fortune, right? Boom, justice with number 8. Archangel Raguel. I love me some Raguel. 5 for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. And now, this is not that Archangel Raguel is saying that you have to be the savior of humanity, or that you have to create a new ego identity and play the healer of the healers and carry the weight of the world. No. As you heal, okay, as you make a spiritual commitment and you become a vessel to divinity and heal your ancestral tree, you heal your family, you heal a part of the world. So this is about us doing our part, playing our part, and everything begins with us. The ego and the spiritual people who are out there who are, it's all distorted, all right? They're making it about being a savior and being the healers of the ages and you know, all of the things. However, everything starts with us. And like I said, till you don't go through a process of spiritual alchemy, you cannot really hear, okay, what is it? What is it that is for you? And so Raguel is saying moderation, play your part. Ask yourself each day, how do I want to serve divinity? Because this is about living a spiritual life. It's not about shaming ourselves into being something we're not. No, this is about moderation. And being a spiritual means each day I choose to show up accordingly. However, sometimes I'm going to be more hormonal and I'm going to mess up. Right? But I know that I must seek moderation and correction. Taking accountability. Next one, you have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for harvest. Review your progress and make plans for the next endeavor. That's it. I mean, all of the confirmations here. Keep on going. You are doing beautifully. Give yourself grace. Continue walking in integrity. All right? This is all I got for you. Thank you, you guys. Thank you for allowing me to be a vessel. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You can just, click on that little bell button and so that you can, be around and know what's up. I love you and I thank you. All right. I'm out. Peace.